Shit off.
We're in living color. We are live. Shout out to everybody who's watching this on the replay. This is By the Hood Friday Live, brought to you by the Hood, obviously. Give some folks a chance to get in here, as our folks come join us as they do every Friday. What's up, though, brother?
Chilling, man. I feel weird wearing this Ralph Lipschitz.
Shit, what you hating on? Like low now? That's.
I'm not hating on it. I just feel weird because I'm a t-shirt dude, but I was out and about with my youngins today and I had the Ralph Lipschitz on.
Yeah, you out here trying to, I don't even call it dressed up with Ralph Lipschitz, but shout out to Ralph Lipschitz. Yo, everybody coming in, please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the love button, hit something, you know what I'm saying? That helps us put this in front of everyone, specifically those that are within our group. When you hit the button, it actually shows it to more folks in our group. You know what I'm saying? So you was out and about, though. You got a collar on. Like, you showing off good, brother.
No, man, just out and about with the kids doing regular shit, but it wasn't.
I mean, you ain't got a custom. I mean, we trying to monetize the video and whatnot.
Oh, my fault.
You out here just dropping. You know what I'm saying?
You know how I get. See, this is how I talk when we.
I know.
Talk.
Listen.
So I forget.
Listen,
we
man,
on video.
Listen.
I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna not do that.
You got the filthiest mouth of the Northeast, brother. I know it is what it is. I mean, you know what it is, though. It is what it is. Yo, we got folks checking in with us. See who's here so far. Latoya, what's up, sis? How you? Appreciate you pulling up, and thank you for all the work that you're doing with us for the camp. It's definitely you are appreciated. Jamil, what's up, Jamil? Man, you bugging right now. Man.
Yeah.
Yo, well, I ain't hear. Oh, you said 2-0. I didn't hear the new one.
I got about to say, like, where's the second one?
I ain't hear the second one, but I got Royce 1-0, man. And I'm gonna tell you, we ain't really got to get. I just say it now because I ain't gonna get into it. People saying, well, Lupe was more direct. Not if you've been following the whole thing. Royce said a lot of stuff that if you've been following what's going on, you know what he's saying. Like it's almost like if you know, and Royce just raps better. I mean, Lupe both lyrical like monsters, but Royce got the whole package, bro. But anyway,
I feel sad for saying this, but I'm not a Lupe fan. I'm not saying that he can't rap.
No, he can rap his ass off.
I'm not saying that he can't rap at all.
John, what's up, bro?
I'm not a fan, right? Like Lupe doesn't. He talk about he reminds me of Eminem, and that's why I don't.
Which is funny you say that because Royce is like Eminem with melanin, whatever. Anyway, but no, that's who like Royce is to me. But Lupe, listen, Lupe wrote more murals. So once you write murals, I'm never saying nothing bad about you.
I already told you how I feel about that.
You can't be hating on murals, bro.
I didn't like it.
It's one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. Mike, what's up, Mike? How you?
I didn't like it. So
Lance, what's up?
It was a lot of large words that he could have used smaller words for.
Yo, hey Lance, we gotta get with you, Lance, because we gotta get you on a Friday show, man. The famous here finally caught up. Yo, you finally here? Yes, we about to have some fun. I got a lot of crazy articles and stuff to talk about. So thank you for pulling up this Friday.
Lance cutting at me.
Yo, the 9-minute freestyle IG put him up with 1-0. Happy Friday, love and light. Dawn, what's up, Dawn?
Hey,
Dawn, I'm halfway through that book that you put me down with. Probably be done soon. I had to put it down because I was finishing Cast, but that's definitely a dope book. Appreciate you again for that book. Eminem, this is about to be worse than Beyonce hatred. Oh yeah, no Beyonce slander goes down.
First of all, I don't hate Beyonce. I just don't think she's
just stop right there. Bro.
Listen,
no,
as a singing talent, I don't think she's as good as a lot of people. Now, I don't begrudge her anything as an entertainer, and I don't really listen to Beyonce. I've never heard a whole Beyonce album. I only hear whatever comes on the radio.
Now listen, Beyonce can do no wrong, man. I've been accused of being in the Beehive.
Listen, I love the fact that she gets paid in equity. I love the fact that that she's a beast as far as entertainment. I love the fact that she employs a lot of Black people. I like a lot of things about
we
Beyonce,
just gotta stop,
but her music isn't one of them.
No, stop! I won't allow you to say that. Listen, I've been accused of being in a beehive. I'm not really in a beehive. I'm really in a Solange hive, to be honest with you. But no, you got to stop. Like, you just can't do that. Sean, what's up, cuz? Yo, I see Sean got finally put a profile picture up. You must have lost a bet or something because Sean be trying to be low key. Is that a Ben Simmons jersey, yo?
Yes. Oh, he's trolling.
Yeah, you trolling. You that's troll house cookies right there. Absolutely, Lance. We definitely gonna talk to you.
Trolly Massimino.
Are we talking about the PO? The boy definitely ran to space with inside of a phallus, but it is.
Oh man,
you got a lot of stories to talk about. Yeah, man, we don't need them kind of problems, Mike. Like he just gotta chill with that.
I can't even say her name.
I'm a little bummed because I made guacamole, but I can't finish it. You can't keep it overnight. I hate wasting food. What?
Damn.
What happened? Like, what happened though? Corey, this ain't Chick-fil-A. You can't even mention it. Yo, shout out to you, Sean. We out here though. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
Man.
We out here. You know what it is. Shout out to Don.
Put that trash down, dog. I want to see you live a long, fruitful life, man.
If I can't have my CFA, it ain't worth being here. Yo, Don, here you go, man. Here you go. Y'all gotta chill. Oh, that's my Simmons jersey that says Trey Simmons now. Okay. So you're trolling the other way. All right, y'all ain't gonna turn this into no Beyonce.
No. I didn't slander Beyonce. I just said, I just said that she's not my favorite.
Yeah, he definitely doing. He definitely do. He definitely be bigging up the MJB.
You've never heard me stomp for Mary J. Blige. I'm not a big fan of hers either. I'm not a great I like more of her music than Beyonce. I've actually listened to a whole Mary J. Blige album, but I'm not a big fan of Mary J.
They're not even on the same level, yo. Yo, there's a lot of folks here watching, but nobody hit the like button. Yo, hit the like button for me, please. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to get in front of folks. Yo, 50-piece Johns, we about to get into these articles in a minute too. Yo, thank you, Lance. Tell them, man, they will never see Heaven's Gates. They will never see Heaven's Gates. I agree. Thank you, Lance. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you made too much of it. Oh, I got you. You know what I mean? Somebody go pick up guacamole.
I'm never going to see Heaven's Gates though. That's ugly.
Listen, you made that decision. That's a decision you made.
Hey, listen, I'm willing to live with the choices that I made. But I didn't make a choice. I just said she wasn't my favorite artist. And now I'm catching slings and arrows from the crowd.
That's a decision that you decided to make, man. Listen, though, I got a lot of articles to get into, man. Let's talk about some stocks, some crypto, some business. We about to get into that, man. A real last one. I got to go to this one, though. Listen to a whole album. No wonder you don't think she can sing. Your ears had to be bleeding by the second stanza. Damn!
Yeah, now the Mary hate. Like, I don't have that kind of hate. Mary be telling, she be telling stories in them songs. Again, not the biggest Mary fan either.
Let's jump into it though, good brother.
Let's go.
All right, so let's talk about this story here, right? So the New Jersey Attorney General issues cease and desist order against multi-billion-dollar Bitcoin financial services platform, which is BlockFi. I know a lot of you guys on here use BlockFi.
They caught the backhand slap from the
gut. So Jersey is basically saying that they're a security, like they're offering securities, and sent them a cease and desist. BlockFi says they're doing nothing wrong, everything is cool. It says, this action can be the first of its kind against a crypto lending platform that have seen rapid growth in a recent crypto bull run. So BlockFi has already raised $500 million in private funding and has a valuation of $5 billion. So, what's your thoughts on this, good brother?
They going to New York. They going the New York route, man. You know what I mean? Like, they doing the same funny business that New York did. You know what I mean? That New York does, man. It's all a money grab. Soon as everything gets settled and they shake out the regular person, they'll let them back, bro. That's just how this works. You know what I mean?
They want them to bend the knee somehow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody ain't paid the right person. Somebody pocket ain't getting lined, something ain't get greased, and then they just caught the backhand slap from hell. So I mean, it's all good because there's only one state, and there's lots of territories out here and states, so they'll be fine. It's just
now here's the thing, right? And a lot of this people say is being promoted by TradFi, right? Or traditional finance companies like are going after them. So it was a couple different thoughts I saw. Some of the prevailing thoughts were that this is how the big banks want to get in on the action. They behind this. But here it says in this article on Forbes that the draft statement goes to highlight how decentralized finance platforms known in the industry as DeFi do not offer FDIC or SIPC insurance like traditional banks and brokerages. However, while BlockFi offers similar savings and lending platforms to those that operate on top of decentralized ledgers such as Uniswap or Compound, it is a centralized company, right? So one of the things that we always talk about, and shout out to our brother Isaiah Jackson. I talked to him on the show earlier. His thing was not your keys, not your cheese, right? Yeah, not your keys, not your cheese. So the thing is, understand the difference between TradFi CFI and DeFi. They're all three different things there. And with some of these CFI platforms like a BlockFi or even a Crypto.com or even a Celsius, or there's a lot of them. Even Coinbase has Gemini. All of them have it at this point. It operates a little different. So BlockFi, according to this, was using certain products in DeFi, like Uniswap or Compound, but they're a centralized company themselves. So we'll see what happens with this. It's something I'm going to be paying attention to, because I think that as this goes, it's going to change a lot of things in crypto. Here's the one thing I recognize, right? In studying blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the whole nine, I'm like big on decentralization, but I don't think the average consumer cares. And I've kind of come to that conclusion. I haven't given up the fight, but the average person doesn't care. So things like Celsius work for most people because they're not willing to learn how to do other things. But now they're
no parts of that.
No, I understand.
I put a post up on my page today about Celsius, about what's in their fine print, and I'm like, I don't want no part of that.
No, I understand that, and I mean that's on a lot of their stuff. I saw that post too, but my point is, most people don't care, and if most people, it's almost like when you saw the BSC, the Binance Smart Chain, when they started doing what they were doing, they basically just copied Ethereum, and a lot of folks ran to it because of the price of gas, right? Even though it's more centralized, people don't care though. They want what they want. They want these things to work. They don't care about the technical parts, and that's one of the things that's interesting to me in crypto.
They want it to be cheap, and they want it to work.
Yeah,
that's basically it.
Yeah, so I'll be following this story. So another story I want to get to real quick. The market. Here's what I find interesting, right? So the market has its ups and downs. As we're talking about right now, we're talking about crypto. It has its ups and downs. So the day the market dropped, I saw this article, and I was dying laughing. I'm like, let me pull it up. It just happens all the time, right? So here you go. Rothschild Investment Corp has increased its Bitcoin exposure by 300% since April. Since the drop. And they're doing it in the form of GBTC. So they have 150,000 shares of GBTC. And you guys might recognize this name. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just going to show y'all the name. Corey, I mean, you know the name, right?
Yeah, listen, I ain't saying that. You see, scholars is.
You already went in on B, so you can't say this too.
Yeah, man. I ain't really trying to have all the out. I ain't trying to have all of them. I want to live to our next show.
All right, so they've increased their exposure. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, when the market goes down, every time the market goes down, they go in and they buy. I mean, that's just the gist of the story. I'm not going to belabor the point. Every time the market goes down, you see them coming in and buying. And that's what's interesting about it. GBTC, now, the thing about that is that's the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Now, that's very interesting to me because it's a way to get exposure to Bitcoin in a traditional market. So if you have your regular brokerage account.
But they be jamming you for like a 40% uptick.
Now the thing is, you got and I thought about that, right? So I saw that, but then I went in and did a little bit of research. So it's a premium because first of all, the crypto market is 24/7, 365. So it can't really keep up with the crypto market because it closes and opens with the traditional market. There is a premium on it. But here's the thing with that premium. You get it back when you sell.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So because the thing, because what you're trading is a derivative. So you're getting the price of that actual derivative. So even though you're paying a premium, when you go to sell it, so give you an example. One of the and we'll talk about this earlier, some of the changes that I'm actually been doing myself with my crypto portfolio. But one of the things I've been doing lately is I don't even touch or trade anything but Bitcoin and ETH now because of the way we have our bank set up. When the market drops, I'll go in the bank, I'll take out some equity, go buy more. Then when it goes up, I'll just sell it, pay them. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been running that play lately. And what I did was in my traditional account, my regular brokerage account, when it dropped all the way down to 29 the other day, I went in and bought a couple grand of GBTC. The very next day, it went up to 32. Just got right out of it. I'm like, oh, I just figured something else out.
You can do it in both markets.
Exactly.
And mangle it. You can mangle both markets.
I just discovered that literally this week. I figured that out. But anyway, so it's something.
Not investment advice.
Exactly. So anything that we say on tonight's show as we talk with you guys is not investment advice. It's for educational, entertainment purposes only. And we're just talking about some of the things that we did this past week. So let's get to some more of these comments. Excuse me, before I get to the next article, because we got some articles coming up, and we got some stuff. People are writing in for advice. You know how we do. So let's see. Yeah, Dawn said they wilding on BlockFi. Sean says that that's how B. Corey, politics, religion, and Beyonce. 3 things I stay away from in a room full of vultures. I see what you did there too with the room full of virtues. I caught the
point. Yeah, I caught that too. That's why I was laughing.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? The Bay Area, I'll never make that mistake again. The Bay Area is in the building. What's good? What's good, family? Just hit the like on YouTube. Not sure that I do it on Facebook. Hey, just hit the thumbs up on Facebook. We appreciate you doing it on YouTube nonetheless, though. Thank you so much. Most education. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up, good brother. Appreciate
you for pulling up.
As a New Yorker, these crypto regs are killing my program.
Man, yeah.
So to answer this question, Roscoe, what do you use out there? Because everybody from New York complains about not having access to certain things. Do you use Gemini or something else that you do? Just let us know. Don't put the eyeballs out there. Is that they don't care because they don't want to study and investigate? Is that I think that's part of it, but another part of it is the other way is just easier. It's just literally that. It's just easier. People always go to where it's least resistance. Yeah, I mean, sometimes
but it's actually more resistance because you got a KYC.
Yeah, but it's least resistance from a technological standpoint. I don't have to learn anything. People are accustomed to KYC. When I go set up a traditional bank account, I have to give them my ID and all. So people are accustomed to that. So because they're accustomed to that, they've been programmed. You know what I mean? So that's why they do what they do. And not that I do everything DeFi. I do a lot of things, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Because I like getting free crypto.
Yep.
I'm a stacker. So as a stacker, I try to find every way possible to get as many sats as I possibly can. Mike, what's good?
Yeah, what up, though?
How are you? All right, let's go to another article real fast. Now here's an article I saw, and I'm like, okay, Binance US is looking at IPO route. So we've seen Coinbase IPO, Robinhood, and now Binance. Binance is looking at an IPO route. Now, part of me feels like, this is going to be their solution. This is how they're going to bend the knee. They're going to go public to give the regular folks that's putting the pressure on them a way to get a piece. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, man. Like they supposed to IPO, but it just feels dirty. To you know what I mean? To have these companies IPO because there's too many hands in the pot. Like it just feels dirty. Like crypto was never meant for this.
Like peep this.
They IPOing
exactly. It's getting nasty, right? Now peep this. The CEO expressed confidence that Binance is set to face heavy regulations in the future, noting that the company is in the mindset of shifting from a tech startup to financial services. So to me, when I read this, it's like we can't beat them. We got to let them get a piece. It's nasty, right? I knew you wouldn't like that. That's nasty. That's nasty work.
Yeah, man. Like it all just feels so dirty. I know it has to happen because they want this American market because the American market is where most of the action is. But they can't. It just feels so. It feels good. Like I need to go take a shower just reading that article.
I didn't know that about BNB. Yeah, not a good investment though. Mike, which one you talking about?
Yeah, I don't really know which.
The GBTC or whatever. I must be talking about GBTC. Yeah, I don't know. I just at this point, what I've been doing lately, just trading it. I don't care to invest in it. Coinbase Pro, Gemini. I connect to Canada when I'm at work, so I try. All right. I see what you're talking about there. You get your passport. I got you. I got you. Maybe ARKF if they add it. She has GBTC in one of her funds. Oh, he's talking about Binance IPO. Okay. I was about to say, because the GBTC.
All of these IPOs is goofy, but Coinbase been popping lately.
I mean, after that drop, they had no choice but to. But I think that ARK has one of the.
Yeah, I think they got Grayscale. No, they might not have. Yeah, I think they got Grayscale.
Yeah, they do got Grayscale. All right, so a couple more articles, and we're gonna get to the actual write-ins. But and we're talking a lot about crypto, but it's for a reason, man, because it's getting into it. We talk about the stock market, real estate. But another article: Bitcoin payments for real estate gain traction as crypto holders seek monetization. Now I know Dawn likes this article. And what I find interesting about that, it was an article from the chick, not an article, part of this article, the lady that runs Proppy. who does their entire real estate business on a blockchain. Here it is right here. She said that many of the stories in the media only focus on crypto payments for real estate as if this is new development. But accepting crypto payments dates back to 2014 when BitPay helped facilitate the sale of a Lake Tahoe property that sold for $1.6 million in BTC. In 2014, the tech entrepreneur also listed his Tiburon, I guess it is California. I'm not familiar with that city. Home for sale for $3.6 million, which was payable in Bitcoin. She believes that the blockchain technology being leveraged to facilitate crypto-to-crypto transactions will be the real game changer for the real estate industry. It is possible to close a real estate transaction entirely in Bitcoin without any cash conversion involved. She said that conducting transactions this way saves time for both buyer and seller. Now, why do I bring that up? If you work in real estate,
you better know what's going on.
I don't care if you're an agent, if you work for a title company, or work for a mortgage company, anywhere involving the paperwork throughout this transaction. If you're an appraiser, pay attention to what's going on here, because like she said, you can go through an entire real estate transaction. And a lot of things that we pay for now can be put on a blockchain and verified, so you won't be needed. So I just thought this was interesting, and she points out that you can go through an entire transaction, and it's more efficient. Like right now, for those that know, if you get a title search, sometimes title search can take a week or two. But if everything's on the blockchain where it's easily verifiable, I can get that done in a couple minutes.
Yep.
So just pay attention. That's all I was saying. So if you're in the real estate space, really, really pay attention to what's going on. All right. So Will said, "What's up, Will? How are you, good brother?" Yeah, man. So that's another one, another article right there. Let's see what else I got. And it's a lot of crypto talk, but we're about to get into some other talk too. I watched a conference this week, which was kind of crazy, right? And when Elon was out there wilding like Elon does. But
man, he must got somebody in the SEC by the balls, man. He just be rapping.
Yo, I think Elon might be an agent, but that's either here nor there. Because he do be wilding to the point where I'm like, yo, he got to be an agent. All right, so another quick crypto story. Bitcoin is the key to the future of Twitter. So on his Twitter call this past week, Jack Dorsey, who is he was at that actual talk that I watched with Elon, but he talks about cryptocurrency, and it's a big part of Twitter's future. It's already a big part of what happens on Cash App and Square, but he said somehow they're going to merge it into Twitter as well as Tidal. So I don't know what he's working on, but it's just like, so this is the reason why we keep talking about it, right? We're talking about it a lot just because part of what we feel is our duty as we come on our Friday show is to talk about
what's going on.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta talk about what's going on because we want everybody to be aware of what this is. And if you don't believe me, right, something else I'm gonna show you guys real fast. And it's not an article, but something I saw, and I'm like, all right, for folks that don't believe how serious this is, Amazon, if you go to Amazon Jobs, look at this job they just posted.
Damn.
This is Amazon, by the way. So if you guys aren't, so if y'all not paying attention to some of the stuff we're talking about, just look at what's going on around. This is Amazon looking for a digital currency and blockchain product lead. They're looking for someone to lead their blockchain division with Amazon. So, maybe you can apply for it. Let's look at the qualifications. A bachelor's degree, 10 plus years of experience in product or program management, product marketing, business development, or technology. Deep understanding of the digital cryptocurrency ecosystem and related technologies. So it says preferred qualifications, MBA. I mean, that's crazy though. They're drawn with that.
They tripping because most people who would be into this don't even got a degree.
But I just want you guys to know that this is what's going on, and that's another way to see what's going on. Is that Amazon is out here looking to start their division and looking for the lead right now. So I'm interested to see who will get that job. Their qualifications are kind of silly. You know what I'm saying? Like
their qualifications let me know they don't know nothing about what's going on.
Yo, their qualifications would exclude like Vitalik Buterin, who created Ethereum.
Yeah, like the qualifications alone just let me know they don't have any idea about what's going on.
Hey, but that's what at least they're hiring somebody. They about to get into the mix though. But the fact is they're getting into the mix. So
like their dream person is probably 16. They don't have a clue.
Last thing I want to say about crypto before we move on is this right here. Another site that I discovered in my journeys. I want to share with you folks. Is a site called Masterpiece. It's masterpiece.so. And what this is, right? Something I just discovered, right? This is a platform which is similar to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, but it's for NFTs.
Oh man.
And they got some fire on here. So you can see what's being featured. These are some of the more popular NFT artists on here. You can go through, see what some of the NFTs are. Beeple's joints be fire. Let's see what Beeple's look like.
Yo, CryptoPunks, that's our folks.
Yo, peep this right here. Peep what some of Beeple's stuff sold for.
Yeah, I'm looking at those prices. Them joints savage.
He sold this joint right here for $210,000. Hold. Did I see that right? All right, he sold this for $210,000, right? But it says that the valuation is $577. Yeah, so that's what's going on here. It's an interesting website. You can come, just scroll through. It's called masterpiece.so. You can see what just sold from the various blockchains. So it aggregates a lot of different platforms like Artblock, Super Rare, Maker's Place, Known Origin, OpenSea. That's where I'm usually at. So it takes all the information from those chains and puts it all in here to, this is stuff that was just minted. So it's a lot of fly stuff on here. Yo, this is insane. Look at this Beeple joint, y'all.
7 million.
Yo, he sold this joint for $69 million.
Damn, yo.
This is all digital, by the way, for those watching. He sold this for $69 million. Anyway, yeah, so that's just a website for you guys that, if you want to take some time and go through it. It's called masterpiece.so. That is absolutely insane. So before I get into these next article joints real quick, let's see what's actually in here. Jen. What's up, Jen? The hedge funds who are buying up properties everywhere definitely are licking their chops about conducting real estate on the blockchain. Yeah. And it's crazy, though, because the hedge funds are going ballistic right now. IMVH is buying up everything. All of the big hedge funds are buying. It's crazy because I'm seeing their names on transactions like on regular residential properties. We're not talking about big commercial pieces. We're talking about like grandma's home. And Lance makes a great point. All that stuff can be done on the blockchain for less money.
Way less money.
Jamil, I actually did hear a D-Travel. Russell put me down with Russ. Shout out to Russ, man. I had a conversation with Russ this past week. Me and Russ, every time we chop it up, Russ is a brilliant brother, man. He put me down with a couple things, but D-Travel, he definitely did put me down with that. Nice follow. Him and Eli trying to make it Doge the coin. You saw that this morning too, Dawn, about the Amazon job. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. So Roscoe says, you know anything about Matai Heights? No, I'm not. Knights. I'm not familiar with that. No. Put us down with that. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah.
Is that a platform? Is it a place? Is it a person? Like
NFT?
Is it a somebody's OnlyFans? Like what is that? Yeah. Mike says crazy. Yeah, absolutely insane, man. So, man, a couple things I want to talk about real quick, Cole, before we jump into these crazy articles that we always do. I'm gonna show you this new card I got, right? So
which one you got? The Coinbase, Joe?
No, well, I already had that. All right, so these are the crypto cards. So I do use TradFi stuff just to get like rewards. I like getting free stuff.
Mine in the middle.
So this is the Coinbase one, right? So with the Coinbase one, I get 4% back in Stellar Lumens, which I just convert to Bitcoin. This is the CRO joint, 3% back in crypto, which comes in CRO. I convert to Sats as well. This is, everybody know what this is. This is the Black Fold card. You get Sats right back. I'm sitting on like over 2 mil Sats on this one. This is the Square joint. Now with the Square joint, right, you got to make sure you go in and check out that boost. They got a boost right now. I'm about to get 5% back tomorrow in Bitcoin. But peep this new one, though. You can see this. Hold up.
Yeah, you got to back it up a little bit. There you go. Ooh, the Litecoin.
That's what she said. You see that? You see that? Right
Litecoin. Oh,
so with this card, I actually could spend Litecoin as cash. No conversion, no using the app or anything. I could live off of Litecoin. So, I know some people say, why would you use Litecoin? I mean, because I stack Bitcoin, but like this actually can help get me out of the entire system. I can literally just spend Litecoin. This is something new. Like
So
this
it's
is
got cashback rewards.
this just hit the street. No, this is literally just to spend Litecoin. That's all it is. Now they are working on that too, but this is literally to get out of fiat completely. Because the way this
I'm
gets you out of
fiat till I get some cashback rewards.
this gets you out of fiat completely, right? And the reason it gets you out of fiat completely is because
you never have to go into
I never have to go into fiat. And as a matter of fact, if you work a traditional 9-to-5 job, you can actually get it when you get your pay, and your pay goes into Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of ways you could do it, but this card will enable me to not have to use cash at all. It's actually called the Litecoin card. So, we about to open up this MDC this week. And as a matter of fact, I'm glad I said that. The new MDC is rolling out Sunday. Like, we've been working on that ungodly, putting goo gobs amount of time. So one of the things we're going to show is how to stack free sats. Because when you stack free sats, the amount of money you get back is infinite. So
infinite return.
So let's talk about a couple things real quick, because I want to get into these stories. I'm going to get you guys' opinions. So you guys that are watching, stay with us, because I want to definitely get your opinion on some stuff. NFT comic on a blockchain. Okay. No, I haven't heard of that one. There's a couple comics that I've heard of on a blockchain. I just read one the other day. It's called 21 something, but I haven't heard of that one. No. What was that joint Russ put up last night about Goldman and their man, Goldman be out here wilding, man. I didn't see his actual post, but Goldman definitely be out here wilding.
The NFT comic, I did hear of that.
All right, so the one I was talking about is a comic called 21ism, 21 ISM, which is pretty crazy. You can actually get it for free. They got it for free.
The Matai joint is the one that was what's the name was talking about? Oh my God, what's his name? And he put it in our group.
Okay.
Not Russ. I want to say Russ, but it wasn't Russ. It was
Who was it? Was it Michelle?
Tezos.
Rich. Should you say Tezos? I know you're talking about Rich. Rich, man. For Rich, if you watch this, man, your new name is Rich Tezos, man.
Yeah. Anyway. Listen, man. I'm sorry I brain farted, Rich, but yeah, he put it in our group. So
the cards are major. It's a way to get some free sets. Absolutely. Like I'm looking at buying a new computer, and before I buy my new computer, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna load one of these cards. I'm like, look, if I spend, let's just argument say I spend $1,500 on a, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about getting maybe I'll put this out there too, so y'all can give me some feedback on this. I need a new computer, right? So, but I want something to be mobile because I got some traveling coming up. But I'm looking for something I could travel with. I never had one, but I'm thinking about getting this, the new Surface Pro. Anybody got a Surface Pro? I just want to know what y'all think about it. If any of y'all got one, but I'm thinking about getting the Surface. But Jose says evening. So how do you get the cards? Depending upon which one you want. So you can hit me up. I can show you how to get one. So the fold card, I can send you the link for that. Cash App, obviously everybody has Cash App. The other ones I have is the crypto.com and Coinbase. So just let me know. Shoot me an inbox. I'll show you how to get all these. But yeah, that's how you do it though. I'm trying to get free sats as much as possible. That's right, Litecoin. What's the name of that white Litecoin card? So absolutely. Crazy part about it though, Mike, all of them in Google Pay. So I really don't even carry them. I don't need to. That's the crazy part about it. So it's a full card and a crypto card in one. Yeah, let's see. Dawn, I got you. I'm bringing it to the group. I got you. Okay, put 100 down to get a pilot a few months ago. Was curious if anyone heard. Okay, so you got it. Okay, that's dope. It's probably worth way more than that now.
Yeah.
All right, so he said Surface Pro is dope. Get that if you're doing basic computing and it doubles as a tablet. Yeah, I mean, I ain't doing nothing major. Like I'm not doing any coding or anything like that. Like I have a computer specifically for like stuff that I do in R, scripts that I write in R. But I'm not using it for anything like that. I'm talking about basic computing, browsing, MetaMask, you know what I'm saying? Other stuff. But all jokes aside though. So I got a couple things I want to show you folks to get your opinion on. This is where it gets interesting, Corey. And I didn't even show you these, so I got to get everybody's opinion on this, man. So, all right, let's see. Oh, I forgot. You gotta show the whole window with this one. All right, can you see it?
All I see is your. I see the
so it's not. All right, so let me stop it because I have to share it where you share an actual app. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. I got it now. You see it now?
Yeah, my daughter long speaks to me and my husband and mocked our family values. Do we cut her out of her $2 million inheritance?
All right, now hold on. Before we get into it, for the folks watching, I need you to give me your opinion, right? Because again, the reason we like sharing these stories on our Friday Live is because it's easy to say, hey, save your money, do that. We like to bring you real world stuff that happens as it pertains to finance and get your honest opinion, right? So here's the story here. It says, my daughter no longer speaks to me or my husband and mocked our family values. Do we cut her out of her $2 million inheritance? She told us that we are toxic parents and she doesn't need the stress we create for her with our beliefs.
We already got an answer.
Well, hold on though. Let's hear the story though. Let's add some context to it. So the lady says that my husband and I have 3 adult children whom we love very much and wish for them to have healthy, productive, ethical, and loving lives. Like many siblings, even though they were raised in the same household, they have their own individual lives with different beliefs and views. We don't always agree with them, but respect them nonetheless as adults. Even so, we do let them know how we feel as parents and remind them how they were raised. And yes, there have been some heated discussions over the years, but ultimately, we know that our relationships are more important than politics or religious beliefs. This sounds like a Trump thing, if you ask me, but let's keep going though. However, sometimes the fruit rolls very far from the tree. We have a daughter who lives in a different state and has refused to communicate with us for over 2 years and simply doesn't want us to know anything about her life. Are we being vengeful or malicious to consider dropping her, or just realistic and practical? She has criticized and mocked our family values and even accused us of things that never happened. She did this both on social media and in person. She told us that we are toxic parents and she doesn't need the stress we create for her with our beliefs. Okay, that's how she feels. We're very hurt by her words and accusations, and her siblings are also perplexed and think that she'll just get over it. We tried to contact her, but we are ignored. She has made her point clear. She is married and has a good profession, and I assume a happy life without our stress. At times, I feel she's not my daughter anymore. At least she doesn't want to be. My husband and I have even considered removing her from our will, but go back and forth, especially when we think of her as a young child. But then we decide that she will always be our child regardless and should inherit her portion, which will be about $2 million or more in today's value. Honestly, I don't think she would even care if we disinherited her. So, my brother Corey, that is their child. They still see her as their child.
They got choices to make. She already made one. Like, that's how I feel. Like, they got choices to make. I like her. She made a choice. Like, she put the onus right where it belonged. If she don't believe in nothing they believe in, she done told them in person and on social media. She made a choice already.
All right, now we don't know the answer to this, but I'm gonna ask you to speculate. What do you think is causing a rift between her and her parents?
It's probably religion, and she probably
it's religion.
I think it's religion, and I think she told him to kick rocks. Like, okay, I'm not doing that. Whatever that religious.
She said, "I don't believe in none of that
shit." Yeah, I don't believe in none of that shit, and I'm done with it. So, because that's the only, like, for me.
I mean,
that's
to me, that's
the main thing.
All right, so the reason I say politics is because it's the last 2 years, right? So over these last several years, like, I've seen a lot of families that have fallen out between, like, you know, it started with Obama, Trump, and all that. Like, I've seen a lot of families fall apart. So I want to, for the people watching, do you think that she should have, like, the parent should have say FOH, you out of the will, or should they still give them their part? Because I mean, they got $2 million that they put together as a family. And we always talk about generational wealth. So just give it to the kids that still rock.
Listen, she made a decision already. Like, it's on them. Like, she already moved on. She don't got no. She cut them off. Mm-hmm. She don't want to hear nothing from them. She got a good job. She got a husband, and she over there chilling. Like, she made a choice. Okay. Y'all calling her, she not answering. Leave that lady alone. If y'all don't want to give her the money, cut her out. If y'all do want to give it to her, give it to her, but leave her alone. She already made a choice.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like, for me, if she's fine with it, you got to be fine with it, and you got to make a choice. She put the decision right where it belonged in their lap.
Yeah.
So, because that's how I like her. That she put the decision where it belonged.
Got you. All right, so let's see what the folks say. Real quick though, Dawn says, "I'm a Mac person, so I'm myself." Yo, here's the crazy part, Dawn. I got a. This right here is a Galaxy Tab. Right, so that's the Galaxy Tab. This is an iPad. So I'm wild with technology. I'm a technology. So I got an iPad right here, but there's certain things I just can't do on an iPad. So I need like more of a computer. But that's why I felt like the Surface would probably be kind of that hybrid. Because I even have the Magic Keyboard and all that, but it's still certain things I can't do. So let's see. Mom and Daddy about to be savage. So all right, so here's Latoya. Latoya said this is what she thinks going on right here. She has a black man in their races.
That could be it too.
That could be it.
That I've seen that break families down. I would tell you that would be something that breaks my family down. That would be a disinheritance, immediate disinheritance.
I've heard you say this. I heard you say it to your son, but I always thought it was a joke. You really would punch your son out?
Immediate.
Okay.
Like, right. I will walk to my lawyer's office and change that immediately.
Yo, shout out to the young legend CJ, man. Hope if you see this, man, you already know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. All right, so Jose said cut her off.
CJ sitting in the room with me.
Oh, is he? CJ. You gotta get your sister, CJ.
Jimmy was saying, I always tell you about mayonnaise colored chicks. If you bring them home, you're in your home. See, he's like, he don't even care no more because he already know.
Oh, he already know what it is. All right,
you bring them home, you on your own.
Y'all see that? Corey be telling them since they kids, man. All right, so LaFemme says, I mean, she clearly doesn't care about their money. I'm sure she knows her parents have money. She's an adult. I would distribute hers share amongst the siblings. So break it down with everybody else. So Don says, every family should have values. And when kids don't follow these values, don't cut them. Whoa, he's F them kids. All right.
Hey, listen, I'm not mad at you because it's your money. That's why I said she put the choice in their hands.
So Latoya says that
leave it for her children and be done with it.
Interesting.
I mean, that's also a choice. Like, she put the choice in their hands, right? She clearly doesn't care.
Yeah. These are some of the real life stuff that happens as it pertains to finance. So this is why we like to talk about it to see how you would handle it, because it's not just as simple all the time. So Jose said he also thinks that it's politics. You gotta live up to standards. So I keep my money. I think it's sexual orientation. Ooh, another one. Or race relations. Okay. I give her a much smaller portion in a conditional trust. That's even iller. Put a conditional trust. If you do this, you get this. Yeah. So Andrea said, "Yep, she married a brother." Oh, something is definitely happening because they know she's saying things that had never happened. They should leave something to her offspring at the minimum. Okay, so some of you guys have a little bit of empathy. Leave it for her kids if she has kids. So sounds like Christy got her a Mark Lamont. Oh man, she turned out just the way they wanted her to be. Being ethical means telling what you believe in. Ooh, that's a bar. The parents just mad she ended up on the other side. That's an amazing point. That's
basically what happened.
That's an amazing point right there. There you go. Being ethical, I like that. Being ethical means telling you
what you stand on.
There you go. Hey, that's an excellent point. Yeah, I like that. That's an amazing point. John Farmer said, "Let's give a little $200K out of it."
Damn, he 1/10.
That's an emotional stance from the daughter. She also thinks she's got it going on. Analyze logically. Okay, that's another way to look at it. The daughter.
I told her, listen, my kids have choices to make as adults. You know what I mean? My kids have choices to make because I can see myself being in this situation, and I know what I would do already. If it's what they was talking about, where you marry into another race, I'm automatically cutting off. I'm not even going to talk about it.
True.
Right? But if it's just a religious dilemma or something, something of that nature, I'm good with that. Like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, you don't like me, I don't like you. I get the money to your kids, and then you know what I mean? I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I can get along with that. I'll put the money in a trust, irrevocable trust, and then I'll pay it out to your kids and skip over you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm good with that. But,
Hey, listen, you see the comment right here?
Hey, listen, I just told you, me and him.
All right, so
we sitting in the same room.
Dylan says a smaller tablet. I got the 12-inch. And here's the thing. I think it's one thing I can't do. I think it's one thing I can't do on the iPad, which is the desktop version of MetaMask. Anyway, let's see. So Ken says that if the relationship are more important, don't disinherit her. They could also be created by creating a trust leaving to the grandchildren, or get the door a monetary gift while they are alive and arrange for the grandchildren's education to be covered. Okay, that's another way to look at it.
I mean,
that's a good way to look at it too. That's reasonable.
You sound like a reasonable person.
I mean, because you could do that. Even if she doesn't have any kids, you could put it in trust. If, like you said, one of those. You can write all kinds of stuff up when you have the assets. If you have children, and if not, it goes here. If you don't have children by X date, you can do all kinds of stuff. I mean, that's a good question. I mean,
I didn't say they. I don't. I'm telling you.
I was just reading into the whole thing about religion and politics. That's all I was reading into. It's like a good point, though. It's a good point. I mean, Hey, Corey, other do shit all the time. Yeah, so Corey is doing what Corey is doing what he wants to do.
I ain't playing that game. We not passing down no wealth to nobody else.
Another good point by Don. I like how we all think the daughter's being right. The daughter might have went off and joined the Klan.
And listen, but that's why I said she left them with a choice. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they know the circumstances of what's going on, like, she left them with a choice. She don't speak to them. She not calling them. She not talking to them. Like, she put the choice. You know what I mean? They got the choice.
Here's another one. We're lacking information on the parent side. They know exactly what the issue is. Not talking to your daughter for 2 years doesn't want removing her from family wealth that was built over time. I think it's like, that's a major issue when you go 2 years without talking to your kid. That's always weird to me. Like, that's always weird to you. My son is my son. He would get what I had planned for him. It wasn't based on his behavior when I planned for his inheritance. I'm still his mama. Another great point by Dawn.
Congratulations on that. We've already no. The answer to that is also no.
So there you go, Latoya. Corey already told you what that is.
I don't play those games. You can play silly games and you can get silly prizes. Since we've already discussed this, and I've been discussing this with my children since they're children. If you play that silly game, knowing how I'm going to act, you deserve exactly what you're going to get, which is absolutely nothing.
All right. So now, I see how you guys feel about that. I got one more for you before we get out of here. We have another one. I want to see what you guys feel about this story. All right. So here we go. My sister co-signed our nephew's student loans for $35,000. When he defaulted, she paid them off. Should his parents repay her? All right. So she says, I asked my mom to have her compensated from our sister's proceeds, but my nephew's mother said it was not her issue. So here's what the story is. She says, I'm the executor of my mom's estate. I have 3 siblings. My mom is going to equally divide her assets amongst the 4 of us. There are 2 issues. My mom, one of my sisters, and I all co-signed student loans for one of my nephews. After he graduated, he got a job and all was well. He eventually lost his job and disappeared, leaving all student loans unpaid. He moved, disconnected his phone, and did not respond to text messages. We were then hounded by his creditors. We all paid off the loans to avoid having issues with our credit scores. My mom set up her will to deduct the amounts that she had paid from my nephew's mother's share before distribution. So that will even out her share. I paid less than $4,000, so I am moving on. My sister, who is single and has no pension, had to pay over $35,000. I asked my mom to have her compensated from our other sister's proceeds, but my nephew's mother said it was not her issue. I don't agree, but I'm not going to ask my mom to go against her wishes. My only other thought is to get on the phone with my sister, whose son defaulted, and her husband, and ask them to pay my sister's $35,000 from my mother's will.
Damn, that's tough.
As a side note, my sister and brother-in-law are terrible with money and cannot afford to pay this back out of their own money. This has now become an issue of some contention between the 2 sisters. So, to kind of summarize that up.
Yeah, that's tough. This is tougher for me than the other one.
Folks in the family came together to co-sign for this young man's education. He graduated, everything was good, lost his job, but then he bounced on him, left him with the debt. First thing about this is one thing I just want to put out there. When you co-sign for somebody, you're saying that you'll be responsible if they don't pay. Because I have a lot of times people come to me when they co-sign for cars and they say, well, I didn't know they were coming after me. It's going to be on my credit report. Yes. When you co-sign, you're not just saying, yo, they're going to pay this. You're saying that I'll be responsible for it. So first and foremost, I want to put that out there. Understand that you will be responsible for it. So anyway, they co-signed. He didn't pay. And now the question is, the mother has a will and she passed. And everybody's supposed to split this will up. But the executor is saying, should I take out this bread from, one of the sisters? And the mother of the actual kid that went to college. And she's like, that ain't my business. So now I want to see what you guys think about this scenario.
This joint tough, right? Because I feel responsible for my children, but he is grown. But they co-signed for him when he was a kid. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of tough because they co-signed for him when he was a kid, but he defaulted as an adult. Mm-hmm. So, like, as my son, I would feel responsible for the 35 racks. I would try to get it back to my folks. That's mm-hmm. just how I feel. You know what I mean? But if I don't got the money, I gotta tell them to kick rocks because I can't pull blood from a stone. You know what I mean? Like if I don't have the money, and she already stated in the joint that they don't got the bread. So
but should she take it from their inheritance?
Depends on how much they inherited. If it's $40,000 and you take 35,000 of it, I'm gonna be, mm-hmm. to be honest, I'll be fine with it because I didn't have the money, and that gives me a way to pay y'all back, and now I don't gotta think about y'all no more. We don't gotta talk about it no more. That's how I would feel because I would rather not have that be the
man. This is why I hate. I don't co-sign or loan family money. Man. I have family members right now that I don't speak to, and it's over money, right? And the crazy part is, it's really my fault, even though I'm the one that loaned the money, because I have an aunt who I loan money to, and she burned me. But the funny thing is, everybody in the family told me don't do it. Like they don't loan her the money, but she was getting ready to lose out on the deal for a crib. So anyway, I'm not here to bring my not my pain, but I understand this. I've been through this where you loan family money and it can cause a lot of contention within the family. So what do you do is the question. So John got the Jamil brings up a story about Jackie Chan left his son out of his inheritance because his son's basically a bum. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like when you work for when you got control over your bread.
I only have two. Don't kill, rape, do that kind of stuff, and keep it in the family.
Mm-hmm. They should get a daughter what she wants and skip the inheritance on to the grandchildren. Okay, that's for the last story. So they should all work together. I mean, when we all watch the show Spartacus GOT, it's about legacy and power. You keep that in the family because that's what it was built for. Listen, his seed married my seed, roll with his seed. That's how we keep the tank money all up in the family.
In the family.
That's what families do. I would feel responsible for my son. So you're saying the same thing that Corey said. You would feel responsible for your son. She deserves her money back. They're trash for that. She was like, that's my son, but that's on him. He grown. I've heard that before too.
She's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong. But in the grand scheme of things, for me, I would feel responsible, and I would get tired of hearing that chirping, and I would do my best to get,
It says little by little at a time to at least show that you care. So I think that the issue is the nephew, not the sister, and that's kind of what the sister's saying. Like he grown, that's on him. So this is why you have to make sure people have skin in the game. He literally had no incentive to make good on his debts. Who raised him?
His mother. And his father. That's who raised him.
So my sister co-signed for my son off the strength of me as my sis, period. I'm ruining my family over some. Yeah, that's the thing. This stuff like this ruins families. It absolutely ruins families. It's sad, but this is another reason why we talk about this. These are real world scenarios. I'm sure that was I'm sure the sister was calling around to ask for that money. These sisters are ruthless and spiteful, but I will ask if she says no, take it on the chin. Karma is going to return the sister with the sum will get there as trust and believe. They could at least give her half, 15K. Yeah, karma is real. I believe in karma. It's definitely real. As a family member, I'd be pissed for the son bouncing, but as the executor, I would distribute the inheritance to the heirs without considering the loans that grown folks co-sign for. They co-sign. It's a risk they took. Great point, Dion. And that's why
that's all facts.
That's all fact. That's why I started it with when you go out here and you co-sign, understand what you're doing when you're co-signing. Because in my experience, not saying everybody, but I talk to people all the time about finances. A lot of people don't understand what it means when they co-sign. And I see it with cars. I co-signed for my nephew's car. He ain't paid a note. Now they bothering me and they want me to pay it. You co-sign for him.
Yeah, that was the whole point of the co-signing. That was so that they could call and bother somebody who may have the money to get their money back.
Folks was like, I just co-signed that he was going to pay. Oh, no. You're saying that if he don't, you got it. I would straight tax their ass. Money is coming out of the inheritance. Too bad. They raised the bump, so now they got to pay up.
I also understand that. Like, yo, they ran down on my bread. Now I'm gonna run down on theirs. I get it, man. Like, it's a lot of emotions when you involved with family. You know what I mean? Like,
and this is the lesson I learned, Don. This is the lesson I learned. And sometimes when I've loaned money, people got burnt, but that was a way for me to like really cut them out. That's the cost of cutting them out of my life. But Don says never loan money to family. Give money, but dude would catch these hands real quick, or his pop. He trying to pull up on his pop. Got to catch the fade. He got to catch the fade.
For your son?
Step away and make one call to an agent, and I miss what we're talking about. So, Dawn, what we're talking about is a scenario where an aunt co-signed for her nephew student loans. The nephew ran away from the loans, didn't pay it, and basically the family is trying to say that his parents should pay, and the parent is saying he's an adult. It got nothing to do with me. So that's the gist of it. So, yes, it's a risk you take, hence the reason she paid it off. But when someone asks you to co-sign, they know they're obligated as well. Grown or not, my child gonna do what I tell him. I heard that. Hey, Corey, you muted, bro.
Don said blood in, blood out. Let's go. Catch the hands, bro. Don talking that talk.
Don be wildin', man.
Yo, listen, Don the Goon and his family. You could tell Don the Goon. You can already tell Don the Goon.
Don the person they call when somebody else don't pay.
Yeah.
Hey, Don they ain't pay.
Don show up with the hands ready to go.
Hey, Don, I need you to pull up on Unc. They ain't paying you no money back.
Only 35 racks. I need you to go get that.
Yeah, man. So
I need you to go get it. I need you to go get it in dollars of blood. Like they send them for Don gets sent for hell.
Yeah, screwed. So just be careful. So the gist of that story is be careful co-signing for anybody, family or not. And please do not let family is the most important thing in the world. So don't let money get in the way of family. I mean, it happens. Listen, it happened to me.
The craziest part is, what I was talking about earlier with my son, they come on over, eat all my food, lay in my house. I'm still cut you out though.
Mm-hmm. So Jamil says that never co-sign or loan family bread unless you got it in your heart to lock them and sock them. Put it in my hands like I put it in yours. No excuses. Student loans never leave. I would never have done it. If the parents are not willing or able, then neither am I. No. So the thing is, the aunt paid it off because she didn't want to deal with it. But now the question is, should she be trying to get it back from,
I think everybody paid into it. Like they paid a proportional amount.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so I think
but the aunt paid the most.
One person paid 35,000, one person paid 4,000. So it was everybody paid different amounts. So that's 35 racks. That's heavy.
That's a nice
thing. I don't care how much money I got. That's heavy. Like that's going to make me want to pull up on you, even if I'm not going to do it. I'm still going to feel like pulling up on.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. So another great point, and that's why we can't grow together as a family, because people would rather not co-sign. But we should be doing is having accountability together and all pitch in. That's a great point. That's another great point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this is why this is tough, right? Because like I said, it's really a lot about you got to know Like he was a boy when they did this. They did this for him when he was a boy, but he flinched as a man. So that's what make it tough. Like, all right, when we made this decision, he was an 18-year-old boy. We was just trying to put our fam through school. But now, as a man, he flinched.
And now to bring it full circle, because we started the show off talking about blockchain and crypto. This is another reason why I think that crypto is so powerful, even in situations like this, because when you loan money and put money up and you use a blockchain, everything is in code. Therefore, if you have things that you can put up as collateral, whoever put up whatever portion gets their stuff. So one thing about like us not trusting each other, you can avoid a lot of that.
Yep.
By using blockchain technology. So I just want to, bring it full circle. But that's a great point, though, Dahlia. I definitely agree with what you said. Amazing point. You owe me a ramen noodle or a box of Little Debbie's is heavy.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. And Jim know this, man. I got family members that I give money to on a regular, right? I'm never expected back because I already know, like, even though they say borrow, they've never paid me back 1 red cent. So it's not borrowed. Mm-hmm. If I understand when I give it to him, I gave it to him freely and of my own volition. And so if they give it back, if they give me back any part of it, I will be happy. But at some point, I don't even care. Like, because if I give it to him, then it's me. It's my fault after the first time. Every time after the first time is my fault. Right? You got to put the blame where it belongs. Mm-hmm. Every time after the first time is my fault. Because if they didn't pay you back the first time and you do it more than one time, then you a sucker. Or you really meant to give it to him. Either you meant to give it to him and you know you're not getting it back, or you're a whole sucker if you're expecting it back. And so that's, you know what I mean? Like,
the crazy part though, and that's why I said I got to take responsibility. Like in my situations when I loan family money, every time that I've loaned family money, right, your gut is telling you, you know who gonna pay you and who not. And the problem is a lot of times you don't trust your gut. Like, you know what it is. So Dahlia says, I will pay it because I should have had a college fund for my son prior. So it's on me too. And Dawn says, the thing is, that's what I was saying. You know your family. You know your sister, brother. You know their values and their kids' ways. I wouldn't have done it. Yeah, so. To expect a child to be tolerable to pay for college is not thinking, plan ahead, people, or step up with that cosign. End of story. I think we need to start really adjusting how we look at college in general. Not that we shouldn't go to college. I think it's situation by situation type thing, but how we approach college in terms of how we pay for it, we need to like really start being more strategic with college in general.
Yeah, definitely.
First time on you after that, shame on me.
Yeah, like. You a whole, like, you know what I mean? Like, so if I give freely, like if I gave it to you, I gave it to you. I'm not worried about whether or not you give it back to me, right? Because when you give with the expectation of getting it back, if you don't get it back, that's going to sever the relationship, right? Mm-hmm. So I never give with the expectation of getting it back. I'll say no first, right? I'll say no before I give with the expectation of giving back. I'm like, look, no, I don't got it. Or if I got it, I ain't got it to give you, and I'm not giving it to you. Like, I'd rather say that than and give it to you and then expect you to give it back to me. I can't give like that.
Hold on, real quick. We got some comments we got to get to. So Don says, I have a line item in my budget for giving. I only give what I can afford to. That's interesting.
That's amazing. Like
budget for your giving. I like that. That's
yeah. Cool. I gotta work on that because I don't have that.
You don't trust your gut, or you're trying to be a good person to your family. So it's a little bit of both. Because sometimes, like, I have family members that I've loaned money to that actually have paid me back. But sometimes when, you know what I'm saying, and other folks know too. Like I said, in my situation, a lot of my family said, do not loan her the money. And I did it anyway. But so sometimes your gut will tell you. So Jamil brings up an excellent point. I didn't notice Brother Crypto Bruce, but I saw a lot of people on my timeline know because I saw a lot of the RIPs. It says, will you speak on protecting and passing down your keys in case of death? The Brother Crypto Bruce passed away last week, and his girl wife can't find his keys and is scared to close his laptop. That is tough.
Damn.
Man, listen.
Damn. That money gone unless she can find them keys, because it ain't no getting into it without them.
I mean, unless
she, she gonna hire a professional.
I mean, if she has access to his accounts online somehow, and she can send it to like her own wallet, maybe. But that's tough. But that's why, and we have been talking about this, right? So we talk a lot about wills, trust, things like that. But as it pertains to being in the crypto space, you got to let your folks know what you have. You have to write down, like, somebody has to know where your keys are. It's very important to do that. One of the things that I personally do is have a book where, like, not like where all my stuff, telling exactly what I have, right? So outside of a will, there's a book that says, these are the properties I have. These are the tenants. This is whether I own a property by myself, whether I have a partner. If I have a partner, here's the partner's number. Here's the tenants, all those stuff in a book that's updated monthly. And the reason you do that is because of a situation like this. That's crazy, because you can build up an amazing crypto portfolio in the millions. And we've seen people on the news before who can't access their crypto and they're sitting on millions of dollars. It happens all the time.
Man.
So that's kind of sad. And I hope that she finds those keys or something. But
or is able to transfer it to where she can get her hands on it. You know what I mean?
Because he was a brother that was into crypto. So I'm pretty sure it's probably not on an exchange, which means that if it's not on an exchange, right, he probably got it in some sort of cold storage.
And she don't got the 12-word passphrase.
Hey, if you got it on, like, Ledger or something, that's 24 words. And good luck with that. Well, good luck with 12. But I mean, that's tough. But great point, Jamil. Make sure somebody in this earth has to know what your keys are or where to find them. It's funny because as much as us folks in crypto talk about, like, being your own bank and F the bank, I know a lot of people who go to the bank just to get a safety deposit box, just to leave keys in there for situations like this. Yeah, that's crazy. If I ain't got the loan, ain't nobody getting it, period. I have every account listed and put away. Got to.
It's crazy out here.
Yeah, so Brandon from Bigger Pockets bought a multifamily property for his daughter when she was born. By the time she's college age, she had tuition money or seed money to pursue other opportunities. Yeah, a lot of people do that. There's a lot of folks that do that.
That's definitely something that gets done.
Somebody in our community did. I'm trying to think who it was. I think Malik did that. Malik bought both of his sons properties too, like multifamily. Yeah. So Malik, shout out to Coach Carter. He did the same thing for his kids.
So I was holding properties for my kids, but them Joneses, they wasn't disrepair. So them Jones wasn't cash flowing. So what I did is I sold them and put it into into their accounts, because them Jones was not cash flowing at all. So them Jones was becoming a burden and not a cash. You know what I mean?
All right, Lefem, I see your comment. That's why I'm laughing. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna put it up here, even though you cutting at me. It's all good though. Yo, my hair is in a weird place, right? And I'm trying to grow it out right now. So I know I'm looking crazy.
Oh, they got the Rona curls. The Rona curls is back, baby.
The best of Curve family and friends is, damn, bro, I had a bad week in the markets.
Those crashed on me. Damn. Yo, that's ill, because they don't understand.
Yeah, man. So I mean, you guys got a lot of great points, man. But these are real life situations, and it's kind of tough, like, because everybody has their beliefs. Everybody has, what they think is the right thing to do. So Dawn says, my aunt and uncle did that. All my cousins have had their homes until they were ready to have them. Now they each have 2 properties, one to live in and one to rent out. That was fire. That man got a perm box. No, this is me, man. Ain't no perm, it's all me. Hey, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yo, listen, so it's been another amazing Friday show, man. We appreciate you as always. We're trying to see if we can get Lance to come on with us next week. Hopefully we can make that happen. Outside of that, I want you guys to make sure that you for those that have kids within the camp, our camp is going on tomorrow. We have 2 more weeks left. So we'll be talking about crypto with the kids tomorrow. Then the next week is the final week. We'll kind of like have, bring it all together, everything that we've talked about. Sunday's class will be at noon in Bodyhood University. NDC is rolling out. So for those that are already in the NDC, the paid version, within the next couple of days, you'll get an inbox from one of us putting you in the new version. That's going to be insane.
Yep.
Also, our podcast. So, current episode is with Shayna Harvey, who is a certified financial planner, and she tells her story about her business. She owns her own firm, and her story is just like dope all around. You got to make sure you check that out. This upcoming week, we got Ernest from the Profit Room coming into our podcast, so that's going to be dope. we got a lot of stuff going on, but so the podcast is still rolling strong. The Black Wealth Project is Sunday. This Black Wealth Project this Sunday is going to be dope. I'm going over the book Cast. For those that have read the book Cast, man, that book is crazy.
Man, I'm still getting through it. I'm in the middle of it.
I just finished, and like even the end of it got me like, man, listen.
I'm nowhere near the end. I'm gonna be reading it up into the final minutes of the show.
Yeah,
because I've been reading it, but like it's hard to read because it's so much. Like it's deep.
Yeah, man. So that's the thing. So so that's the Cast is this Sunday. We got a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, check us out. Probably gonna be on IG between the night or tomorrow to do a quick live or whatever. But it says I need to read it. Am I gonna be in my feelings? Yes, you are. Absolutely. To answer your question. Yes, absolutely. You are. Yes, you are.
Absolutely. Like the first 10 pages had me. Like I wanted to fight after the first 10 pages. Like I just wanted to really just ball my fist up and run down on somebody.
And for those who don't know what book we're talking about, it's called Caste, Caste by Isabel Wilkerson. Corey got the book right there. That's what it looks like. So yeah, the book is crazy. It's heavy. It's very heavy. So Lance has definitely been doing her thing on YouTube. I see her stepping her YouTube content up. So shout out to Lance.
Check Lance out on YouTube. She got a lot of great content on there. She already was giving out the game, and now she's charting for 30 days. I think she only did like 21.
I heard you, Lance. Yeah, you definitely gonna be in your feelings still doing. Camaro's YouTube, which I got you. Will do. Yeah, not an easy read. Don, you read the book too? So Jose said he just finished it too. Oh, you meant Kamari. Check Kamari's YouTube on Generational Wealth. Yeah, that's our brother, Kamari. Yep, Cass, that's it. Yeah, you definitely got to read it in small doses. Listen, Cass literally messed up my reading schedule. I haven't been able to get as many books read this year because I've been stuck with that book. And it's one of those books that's going to stick with me even after finishing it forever. I come across books like that every so often, like The New Jim Crow was like that. What's another one? The Color of Law was like that. Man.
That's another book.
That stuck with me forever. I mean, the autobiography of Malcolm X, obviously. Even Cash Flow Quadrant. We talk about finance books. The Richest Man in Babylon. There's certain books that, like, when you read them, they like stick with you. So Don said that I took a day off work after a long night of reading. Wasn't in the mental space to be man. Cass made him take a day off work. Yeah,
that's when you know it's heavy.
And for those that like Audible, Cass is also on Audible. It's on Audible, Kindle, as well as a hardback. So however you do your books, you definitely can jump on it. Yeah, man. So it's real heavy, man. So, man, listen, make sure you guys stay in tune with everything we got going on. Like I said, the new pod is coming out next Wednesday. We got a pod that's already out there with Shane and Harvey. Please go check that out. Support that. Support everything we got going on. New NDC coming out. Just want to say thank you for everybody that tuned in live. I love all your answers. You guys are hilarious, but you guys are also very brilliant. And, I like to bring those kind of scenarios. We'll have a couple more stories next week. Like that's our thing. We like bringing those kind of stories as well as articles for things that are happening in the real world and, have conversations about them. But with that being said, y'all, listen, man, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. This is Audible. Don't make it any easier to deal with the content. This is absolutely true. Yeah, man. Audible don't make it any easier. You're going to be pissed. And your ears going to be pissed. You're going to be throwing your earbuds around.
Why?
Yeah, either way, you're going to get upset. It is what it is. But it's something that, like, it makes you think, and that's the one thing about it is it makes you think. So,
and she uses storytelling very well. Like I like how she weave in and out of the stories to give you, like her storytelling game is A1.
Yeah, she wrote another one that
I
haven't got to that yet. I got it, but I haven't got to it yet. So after that, though, I'm chilling a little bit on that. Like the next book I'm reading another I'm finishing the book.
I'm reading a comedy.
I'm like comedy. I might read a comic.
Right. Something not heavy, like
crazy part is graphic novels be heavier than books these days. So I might even go there. I need to read Archie or something like.
Yo, I gotta get my collection of Archies. I got a gang of Archies.
I need my Tate Rock voice. I need something light. That's light. I need something light because I can't deal you know what I mean. So anyway, man, listen, thank y'all because we'll be here all night. Just want to say appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. We'll see y'all in class this Sunday, man. Peace.